Hello everyone. Today we're going to have a quick look at the phase diagram, okay? And usually when we plot the phase diagram, it is in terms of a PV graph, a PV chart, or a temperature and specific volume. So PV or TV. And you know that for steam there are typically three phases that is important for our consideration. The first phase is the subcool, okay, or you call it liquid phase, okay, which is the left side of this hue here, okay, and this hue marks the change in phase, okay, and this under the hue, this area is the wet steam region, okay, and to the right is the superheated state, okay, where as long as the steam is in this at this location, it is superheated, means there is no more liquid state, everything is in gas. Okay, so let's have a look at a very simple example. If your steam is at 2 bars, okay, 2 bars absolute pressure, from the steam table you will actually be able to see that the boiling point of steam at 2 bars will be 120.2 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this area is where the steam at 2 bars will be boiling, and this area is this red line here. This whole red line is actually the line of constant temperature. Okay, as long as your state is along this line, it will be 120.2 degrees Celsius. Okay, to tally with this, if you look at the temperature at the temperature volume state, right? So instead of a constant temperature line, because it is T and V, you will have a constant pressure line. So along this line is where the pressure will remain at 2 bars. So this and this will tally. Okay, if this is 2 bar, this is 120.2 degrees. So this is 2 bar, this temperature here will be 120.2 degrees Celsius. Okay, so actually every point here maps to a equivalent point over here. Let's see how it works. Okay, let's look at this very simple example here. We have a closed vessel, so you have steam that is inside, okay, and it is always constantly undergoing a weight, okay, that will apply a constant pressure of 2 bars to this particular volume of steam. Okay, and suppose it start off not as steam but as a subcooled liquid, right? So it should be of a lower temperature because it haven't boiled yet, so it shouldn't be at 120. Instead, maybe let's say initially it will be at 50 degrees Celsius. Then in this sense, okay, where will the state be? Okay, because this is 120.2 constant temperature, you will also have other lines of constant temperatures. In fact, you have infinite lines of constant temperature. So I'm just going to draw here, okay. So this will be a line of constant temperature of value 50 degrees Celsius. So this is the 50 degree line. And since it is always at 2 bars, so 50 degrees, 2 bar, the intersection will be here. So the state of the steam, right, is now here, which is subcool, correct, right? So upon heating up, heating up the steam, it's going to increase in temperature. Okay, let's say it will increase to 70 degrees Celsius, right? So then it will simply just cut across another constant temperature line, and this time the temperature line is 70 okay, and then we are here, 2 bar 70, then we are here. So you can see that the state, right, actually goes to the right, slowly goes from the left to the right until it hits what? It hits the boiling point. Okay, at this point when the steam is 120.2, it starts to boil, and it will be here. Okay, and it will boil, all the liquid will convert slowly into gas until everything converts to gas. It will be here, and it will remain at 2 bars. Okay, everything just converts to gas, it will remain at here. With more heat, after it reaches here, what's going to happen? The temperature is going to increase, okay, the temperature will just keep on increasing. So let's say it will hit 150 degrees Celsius. So simply, I just need to draw a 150 degree line, okay? And it's still at 2 bars, and they will intersect at this point. So it will end up here, okay? So you can see the state going from left to right to the superheated region, okay? So this example, you can actually draw exactly the same thing over here, okay? Having the pressure always staying in 2 bars, all these points are going to be around here, okay? And you know that the first point is 50, right? So we're going to start at 50 here. So it's here. And then as the heat starts to increase the temperature, okay, you go up. Let's say the next point is 70, so you'll be 70 here. Okay, so this point is mapped to this point, and this point is mapped to this point. Okay, and at the point of boiling, you'll be here, right? So this point will be mapped to this point. Okay, and after all the liquid has converted to gas, this point will be mapped to this point. Okay, and further heating will cause the temperature to rise again. We were saying up to 150, right? So I just need to draw a constant temperature line here, and this point is mapped to this point. Okay, so this is how both graphs are related to each other.